An Object Guru here with hot new game Song of Horror, which, if we've got any luck at all, will be entirely set indoors because it's an Unreal Engine 4 game, and, you know, they look gorgeous indoors. What do you mean by choose game? Oh, I guess, like, load the different player slots. It's been 3 days since Daniel entered the Husher mansion. No one has heard from him again. The word you're looking for is since. No one has heard from him since. Light is your best friend. Noise is your worst enemy. Sophie Van Den Ed, age 40, light source, Candel. Life has put Sophie to the test many times, but she always pulls through, thanks to extraordinary resilience. See, that should be a comma before thanks. Anyway, she summoned, thanks to her, she summoned the strength to put an end to her failing marriage with Danielle. Damn. Sophie, who runs a well-known art gallery, is now enjoying the ever-elusive prosperity she has always longed for. Speed, stealth, strength, serenity. Do you think that's a code for sanity? Whenever I light one, everything around me feels more safer and more peaceful. Nice. Etienne Bertrand. Etienne, a confident, self-made man who's sales manager at Wake Publishers, making him Daniel's direct supervisor in his role as personal assistant. Daniel has become somewhat of an errand boy, but Etienne is suddenly giving him greater responsibilities. Although they love to complain about working together, they have grown fond of one another, developing a friendship outside of work that neither of them like to admit. Don't know what the Y is supposed to be. Alexander Laskin. Oh wait, what was the other guy's light source? Lighter, nice. Yes, foggy lakes are nice, I agree. Alexander and his wife, Masha, are housekeepers at writer Sebastian P. Husher's mansion. Sorry. Watching over the author's children is one of their many household chore duties. The Russian couple, of Christian faith, moved to Europe in the early 80s in an attempt to flee from a mysterious past that Alexander rarely, if ever, speaks about. He's got a leather hip flask, nice. Oh, this guy doesn't have a bonus item, interesting. Elena Ramos. Flashlight. Elena is a passionate, hands-down type of learner, always eager to get her hands dirty at work. In Czech, she's traveled the world with her sister in search of a better life for them both. Now working as an electrical technician in Monolith Security, Alina is part of a highly qualified tech support team repairing high-end home security systems for exclusive clients. Ooh. Nice. Alright, so obviously we're playing as the electrician because she's got really good stealth and speed. That's Serenity, though, so I'm a little worried. I cannot start the game as her. Oh, because it's a preview. That's why the characters aren't there. I'm a dummy. So the only one you can play is the characters who are there already. That actually makes perfect sense. I'm not going to question that. I just thought they were being clever with the thing. Husher Mansion is home to writer Sebastian P. Husher, his wife Catherine, their two children Julia and Saul, and the housekeepers Alexandra and Masha. Must be a big house. I'm in danger. Don't be afraid to run like hell. The alternative is usually much worse. Husher Mansion's large 19th century colonial house property of acclaimed professor and historical fiction. Oh, historical fiction author. So I guess Daniel has gone to look for an overdue manuscript and he's mysteriously disappeared. It might seem like a good idea to run, but remember, you'll draw more attention that way. You just told me to run if it was looking dangerous, guy. Okay, here we go. Hopefully they will now teach me how to play the game. Aww. Who else is having Alone in the Dark flashbacks? I know you all are. I don't know why I even asked. Tricycle. It's wet and beginning to rust. Must have been here for days. No, the door's jammed. Can I move the candle around? I can move the candle around, everybody! I was just playing, oh god, this is embarrassing. Dark Pictures Man of Medan. And being able to freely shine your light around is like a key element in that game's design. So it's nice to see it here as well. Newspaper that's been through a storm. I can hardly read a word. Damn it. I was hoping for a clue. Well, Joe, I would encourage you to buy the game in which I do my voice acting debut. It is a little game called, that's right, Leprechaun Shadow. Now that I have a credit, I'm going to be auditioning for all the voice acting gigs I can find. Wish me luck. Books in the foyer. Hey, you won't find me complaining. I like this lady's attitude. Turn of the century, just lovely. The time isn't set properly. Boom, set the time properly, we unlock a secret door. How do I do that? Oh, crap, I love how dark this screen is. So, alright, we are now 6 minutes into the game. How long before we find our first phonograph? It's gotta be soon, right? Nota polvorienta. A nota... Okay. This is in Spanish. It's a Spanish game. It hasn't been translated yet because the game's not out yet, so if there was a clue there, I don't have access to it. Coat's hurrying up. Somebody must be home then. Or they went out in the rain like crazy people. Burglar alarm, how modern. A moat with crocodiles would be more fitting in this house. Oh, I like her attitude. Yep, it's called Leprechaun Shadow. Pick up a copy and you'll hear I play the Rutabaga King. I'm not saying the Rutabaga King is the star of the game, but he's definitely an incredibly minor supporting character with very few lines. It was the only part I feel comfortable auditioning for, because I don't do a good British accent and all of the other characters had British accents. All the other male characters. Well, there was one who had a non-specific Eastern European accent, and I did audition for that and did a terrible job. Whew. Ah. Tears in the Wind by...
You don't do good accents.
No, famously. It's lovely, melancholy, and has macabre touches. God. I'm starting to think the same way I talk to clients about works of art. I like her attitude. Alright, so how do I look at this? I have to, like, push down and look? Packed suitcases, they're everywhere, but the way they're arriving and departing. Good question.
Seriously, when you're actually doing voice acting, do you always think of what's his name?
Yeah, no, it's all Stephen Toast all the time. I don't think the candle's ever going to become useless. Candles can burn for hours, if they're a good candle. Well, at least an hour. An old bicycle broken down. It depends on the type of candle.
Think
But yes,
about the last tornado we had.
That's true.
Power.
Yeah, we would get a good 90 minutes to 2 hours out of each candle.
No, it was more like 3 hours out of each candle. Think
Yeah.
about it.
That's true. They were good candles.
Yeah.
Although candles' burning life will be largely determined by how windy is it and how stable and upright it is. Because if you tilt it, the wax runs faster and it burns down faster as a result, rather than creating the natural reservoir.
Type of wax, I think, also matters because I think
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
candles last longer, I think, or burn cleaner or something.
I don't see a way to get this open. Oh, fuse is nice. An old metal box. Bloody hell, it's screwed down. So I need to find. Can I combine? I have nothing else in my inventory. Wait, maybe I do. Oh, I kept it in my inventory? Nice. How do I access my inventory? Oh, there we go. So I examine. So I have to combine it with these scented candles. No.
Scented candles. Oh, those are just crap.
Yeah, never touch scented candles, people. Here's the boiler. It's receiving electricity just like the rest of the house. So I'm going to have to find some way to open up the fuses. Boiler functioning. Upper panel shutdown. Press the left button. Start. Press the center button. Central button. Emptying. Press the right button. In case of circuit malfunction, malfunction preventing something boiler functioning proper? No. Correct. Haha. You can perform an emergency shutdown by keeping the blue button pressed for 4 seconds. Okay, so I can emergency shut down the boiler by keeping the blue button pressed for 4 seconds. Sounds like a lot of fun. I found the boiler a second ago, didn't I? Yeah, here it is. I don't see the blue button. Oh. Okay. I'm sorry, but it's like... There was a time 25 years ago when I was playing Alone in the Dark, and it's just imagining that we would reach a day when we would just be playing Alone in the Dark again, but with shockingly beautiful graphics and incredible real-time lighting effects. I guess I always knew it was possible, and I understood it would happen one day, but I never was able to really picture it. And it's very nice. What's going on here? What does that say? The Dutch what? The death marches. Ooh. Inspired by the prisoner transfer took place in World War II. I wouldn't pick it up and put it up in my... Oh, I see. Like the Bataan Death March. I understand. That was a rough one. Pile of suitcases. Let's open this door, shall we? Damn it, it's a record player, not a phonograph, so it doesn't count for my list. I really thought they were going to have a phonograph, people. Good music with good wine. Oh. By the way, this is like the most video game thing in the world, so she's come to this house to look for her missing husband, right? And she walked through the door, lit up a candle, and the first thing she did isn't, "Hey, anybody home?" Of course you would yell, "Hey, anybody home?" You don't just go wandering around people's houses. It's like that god-awful movie, The Strangers, where Glenn Howerton comes by to visit them at their cabin, and he sees the, oh, there's the phonograph. Told ya, it was 12 minutes start time to phonograph, everybody. Got a quick screenshot of that phonograph. But anyway, and he's like, "Hey, I got to my friend's cabin, and there's a rock has been thrown through the front window of their car, and the front door is ajar, and a record is playing loudly. I'd better sneak through the house carefully. No, call for your friends to see if they're okay, or call for help. What are you doing sneaking through their house quietly, you moron?" Sorry, that movie made me really angry. And it's a terrible film. Just putting that out there. This is soot all over. Perhaps I could get it to light somehow. I don't know. Maybe with my candle? Oh, I can't light the fire with my candle? That is a brutal looking deer. No, I agree with you on this one, lady, but can we not talk about how scary that deer looks? Alright, so I will use this candle. Did that work? No. Oh no, I just put down a scented candle. That sucks. I don't understand why I can't... Well, first off, it's nice that I can put down the candles wherever to light up the room. That's a nice feature. Alright, so 27 years ago. And yes, we are old, Horror King. Very, very old. Old as the hills. I was pretty close, though. 24 and, I guess 25, and it was 27. I agree. It is exquisite. I mean, they didn't give me a close-up so I could be sure, but I get that feeling. Oh, I agree. The world globe from the 18th century. Husher must deal with some... God, I would love to look at a world globe from the 18th century and see what countries are listed there. Devilishly addictive. I like that. Ah. He certainly had a frustrated growl on his face, that deer. I will agree with you on that front. An Olivetti from the 1940s when it comes to his work. Aww. Psycho by Robert Bloch. I know it's actually Bloch, but you know. Sometimes I pronounce things the German way, for no particular reason. Dictionaries, atlases, and manuals in a variety of languages. It looks like Hasha does his research before writing. What's this? Is this another picture? Japanese swords. Wait a minute. Are you telling me? Kaboom! Ugh. Gotta find some oil. That both games that we've played so far tonight have featured a library, or sorry, one was a library, one was a trophy room that has a Japanese sword sitting in it. Kind of nice. Yes, it still has Crimea as part of Ukraine. Oldest game I've ever played? I mean, I've played Pong. I've never played original versions of Space War. Like, pre-Pong versions of Space War. Although I guess technically, like, Tennis for Two, the original Pong, was, like, the first video game. Because that was made before Space War. I mean, Space War came before Pong, but the guy who invented Tennis for Two, way back when, in the 1950s, I think technically made the first video game. You know, that you played on, like, an oscilloscope. Oh, man. But yes, so I've played Pong. But Pong is probably the oldest video game I've played. Like, I mean, I've played Pong on an old arcade Pong machine from the 1970s. I was in an arcade that had, like, the retroest machine. And it was crazy. Porcelain fruit candlesticks, English tea set. Fascinating and logical, too. What's the oldest game that I own? I got a bunch of old Nintendo games, but I don't have anything, like, older than that. Like, I still have Nintendo cartridges lying around. I have a copy of Metal Gear signed by Michael Biehn. That was fun. No. Dishes and books in the same little cupboard. That is a weird way. I don't think Space War did come before Tennis for Two, but I think Space War was commercially released before. Not commercially released, but like was a copyrighted game as a game before Pong was, I believe. But Tennis for Two is something that, like, a guy made in the 50s working at a university. He essentially invented Pong, and then, and this is the amazing part, didn't bother copyrighting it because he said it was such an obvious premise that it wasn't worth copyrighting because literally anyone could have made it. And I'm like, dude, you are awesome. But then someone else did copyright Pong afterwards and kind of, like, blew a hole in his whole idea. Really? That's amazing, Horror King. I did not know that. It was not able to have the, there was no circuitry to make the TV make sound, so they just had a circuit board and a speaker inside the console. That's pretty badass. Come on. Where are you? Yes! Oh, now I can go light the fireplace! Novoya con cigar. I missed that. Wait, didn't I have another item? Oh, okay, there it is. A delicate, quite elegant dinner service, but covered with dust. That's a term I've never gotten used to calling something a dinner service, like all of the parts that make up a tea set, like a tea service. Oh, nice. I do like pinball as well. I've never been good at pinball, but I've always enjoyed playing games of pinball. Drawing by Sol, drawing by Husher's youngest child, who's age 7. Or he's the 7th Sol, and he keeps dying, and they keep cloning him. So those are the 2 options we're dealing with. Oh, good. Let's stay away from that, huh? Wait. There's no power in the house? How's that wire sparking? Metal ring looks like part of a doorknob? No, probably not a door knocker. Maybe I can use it to complete a chain? What about that part? Oh, it's the bottom half of a key. Oh. See, how do I pick stuff up? Because it says use. No, nothing I can do with that electric water yet. Oh! So for the housekeeper and his wife to cook with. Irate Gamer's History of Games. Gotcha. Probably the key I've got that's just broken. I mean, if I had to guess. Oh, nice. Real-time shadows. I'm such a fan of you. Okay. Preserves and dog food. Yes! Oh, we got it. We got it, everybody. Now we can go open that door and get the key. But what door does that key open? Dear game, I know that this isn't the vibe you're going for. What was that noise? You better take a look before you go back out. Press here against the door. Walk out when you see the listen icon. Press and hold Y. Listening, pay attention to this. What? So it'd be cheaper to put a speaker in the console than to actually come up with a circuit board to manipulate the TV? That sounds about right. What about this apple? So it's been a couple of days then. Did you hear anything? There is a map. Thank you. What? Oh, this is such a good map. What does... Oh, that's a device you can interact with. Oh, that's so cool. So let's go light the fire and then, what do you call it? Light the... What does the dining room no symbol mean? You should probably tell me what the symbols mean, guys. Anyway, yeah, let's go light the fire and oil that, drawer. Yeah, why could you only listen to unexamined doors? And also, what do you mean by unexamined doors? I don't want to go upstairs yet. I have stuff to do first. So I can't listen to this door. Does that... If you can't listen to a door, does that mean there's nothing on the other side of it? Or what? Still sad about wasting that, See, the problem is you have to look down with the right thumbstick to operate things, right? Oh. Okay, so you have to, like, put some paper in there. So you have to look down with the right thumbstick to be able to operate the fireplace, but then they want you to press X. But I'm always already using my thumb. Right, I know. I'm already using my thumb to point the thumbstick down. So in order to use this, I have to like move down with my thumbstick. Oh, can I aim my look down with the thumbstick and then... See, I thought I had to hold it down. I don't. Okay. So it's like moving around in first person. Once you look up, you stay looked up. That's good. That's not something you see much, and I'm not going to complain about people who did a good job. You have to be a madman to do that. Did I look at that owl earlier? That's kind of amazing. I have no idea if any of my old consoles work. I went the wrong way. That was embarrassing. Ooh, I've got documents that I can't read because they're in Spanish. My oldest game system is a ColecoVision that does not work. Like, at all. Oh, they got to do different walking sound effects depending on what surface you're on. That's always nice. Oh, ColecoVision. The Connecticut Leather Corporation. Did we get it done? The oil worked like a fine Swiss clock. Nice. Because an odd key was jammed in the door in the library. Okay. Anything funny going on with it, or no? A master key for more than one door, you say? I like the sound of that. I don't know why, but okay, Horror King. I just love the logic of the... Oh, whoa, okay. The Connecticut Leather Corporation, which is like... We've made so much money from these Cabbage Patch Kids, we literally don't know what to do with it. Let's just make a video game system. What the hell? Oh, the voice acting isn't done yet. Speaking of, you know I'm available for voice acting, don't you, developers? Sorry. Oh, it's a terrible thing to do, using my position as a video game critic to get voice acting jobs. Although I can't figure out any other way to do it, so... What I'm saying is, I'm not an ethical person. Although anything I work on, I'm not going to score, so you know. Boop. Use. Did it work? You got a copy of Bloodborne? Nice. Bloodborne is the best. That is a truly high-quality video game. Wait, what is that? Vivaldi. Nice. That's 2 record players we've come across and a phonograph. I think the people in this place might like music too much. Oh, right, it's called Song of Horror. Now I'm an idiot. Music's going to play an important role. The screwdriver! Yes! The fuses! Oh, we're doing it! So I've got 10, 15, 20, 25. Now I just need to find the fuse box. Candles and how to mess, cigarettes, books, glasses, they're all strewn about. A new file, you say? Screw a piece of paper from the smoking room in the Husher mansion. Oh, yay, this one's in English. I was walking by the dining room, suddenly heard the music from Daddy's music box, and went and saw the door went running. So it's a new door? Oh, that's weird. Don't do that! The one that wasn't what? There before Mother's very own kept yelling, Julia, door is scared. Dollhouse now hide 5 dolls too, even if they get mad at me. I'll bring them out when Mommy and Julie forget about the door and will be hungry, so her friend will make dinner for her, and another one will read while her mom takes a shower. We'll watch the door so nobody comes in. Okay, so maybe two of them are in the... One is the dining room, one is the kitchen. One is in the library, one is in the bathroom, and one will be by the front door. So now I have to find various dolls. Wait, did you say barbarism? Barbarianism. Okay. What the devil? Yeah, I don't know what you're reacting to. Could have marked up the wall that way. I can't actually see how the wall is marked. Is it supposed to be like claws or what? Tobacco, skulls, weapons in the wall. Wait, what? Dreary. Interesting reaction. I like it though. Will do, Warface. I did not know there was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles anime. It sounds great. There is game audio, Joe. It's just very quiet. So I can hear like a little bit of music. I can hear footsteps as I walk around. Alright, so I'm currently in the study. So I have to go to the kitchen and look for that doll. So could I not see the doll before? Is that the situation? Joe, crap. Well, that's not good. Oh, hell no. Alright, the door. Pushing and blocking. Sometimes you need to make sure the door... To gather your strength through, press A. Once you have enough strength, press right trigger. Waiting for maximum strength is effective and risky. You decide when to push the door and be extra careful no matter what happens. Make sure you keep it shut, okay? Jam that button. Whoa! Come on! Take that, you filthy ghost hands! Oh, okay, that was rough. You made it this time, you're safe for now. Don't let your guard down. Whatever that was, it could still be lurking in the shadows. And higher strength means it's easier to close doors. I get it. Just remember to be extra careful. It might save your life. Jesus H. Crackers. So there's a lot of... Okay, listen. So that is obviously the sound of scary monsters slithering around in the next room. Maybe we don't go that way just now. You know, what with the scary monsters slithering around the room. Seriously, what is that eye symbol with a line through it that's in the middle of the room? Oh, it's a hiding place. Okay. Well, now I know about the hiding places. Alright, so, I came here looking for my ne'er-do-well husband who I recently divorced. I was just attacked by shadow monsters who tried to burst in a door at me. So now I am leaving this house and going home and never coming back. Because that is what this character would do in this situation. I feel comfortable role-playing it that way. I can see that. It's not that dissimilar to White Day. Leaving the house and never coming back. That is my plan for everybody. Daniel's car is here through the inside of the house. That bloody junker just broke down. Oh, I can't leave the house and never come back, even though I was just attacked by ghost hands? What is wrong with this game? What is wrong with this woman? Ghost hands. I don't approve, but I guess we're going upstairs. Wait, where can we find the, before we go, let's just check the bathroom to see if there is, in fact, a doll hiding there. So I was told there would be a doll in 5 dolls all these different places. The only doll I've seen is that ballerina by the front door. I don't see any dolls in here. Wait, what's that sound? Why is there the sound of a heartbeat and... Yeah, I can't do anything with the ballerina. But I guess we're going upstairs because we don't have a lot of other options. But I'm not happy about this. It's not that dissimilar to White Day or Fatal Frame. It's got the same kind of creepy vibe. I'm going to be right with you there.
This is me.
Yeah. Yeah, the first Fatal Frame was all in that one haunted house, right? The Village is from part 2? Or am I getting this wrong? Wait, how do you know it? A portrait from 1634. I'm not familiar with the artist or the subject. Well, how do you know what year it was then? I didn't see a metal placard underneath telling you any information about it. Oh. Could have been a mirror, though. They are, aren't they? Cheat, 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 cheat. What? No mire esta foto. Don't look at the picture. Because the picture changes from the family to an evil witch.
Now we have 2 mugs going, everyone.
I was thinking that if I kept it spinning around, it would switch back and forth from the family to the witch, but no, it's just staying witch.
And to give you a follow-up hint, mine.
Ah!
I'm really sorry.
I hurt so much.
Are you okay?
Totally fine. Oh yeah, let's listen to the door first.
My mug is an actual thing that exists that I'm a fan of, but that influences the fake thing, fictional thing.
Oh wait, I have a key.
Guru's mug is.
Nice.
Yeah,
No, it's a great clue. 100% on board with that clue. Oh, crap. More doors I have to hold shut? What's that on the wall? This room looks really dark. No, the room is really dark. Ah! I'm not happy about it either! Ow! What are you doing? I tried to press the button to lean on the door, but instead what happened was... Oh my god, she's dead now and I can't use her anymore. That's crazy. So you only have 4 chances to defeat all of the house's riddles? Or else you die? Well, that's terrible. Sadly, you just lost one of your characters, and that happens. The victor is no longer part of the story. If you lose a character, every item in the inventory will drop to the ground. The location the items appear on your map. Playable characters who progress in the game we saved. Carefully lose them all, you'll have to restart the chapter. Damn! That is cold. That's an interesting twist, though. It's not something I've seen recently. Although, weirdly, that could happen in Maniac Mansion. We were just playing a tribute game to Maniac Mansion, and that is a thing that could actually happen in Maniac Mansion. All your people could get killed. And, like, you could have a guy get killed. It wasn't easy to do to get killed, but it could happen. And then you would have to take over as another character. So let this be a lesson to you, everyone. Don't press A near doors with monster stuff going on around them. Oh, I can turn my light on and off. I didn't know that. Leather hip flask. Just gonna go get those items Dark Souls style. Thank you. So this time we're going to listen to the door. So that's definitely monster hands. But I don't have to block it yet. Oh, nice. And of course he reacts to everything differently because he lives here and knows the people of the house, whereas she was a stranger walking around. Weird that there was no place to use fuses in the garage, right? Yeah, that pipe dream game I was talking about way back in the day did have green liquid in the pipes, as I recall. Will that tell you which version of it I was playing? Right, so let's head to the garage, make sure there's no... I feel like logically, the garage should be where I put the fuses. Aren't most houses laid out that way? I'm just being knave. Oh wait, there's the fuse box literally right there. Oh no, that's the alarm system. Oh, the alarm system is turned off and that's why the other lady has to come to there. Nice. I can see that happening, Hylian. The lady's suitcase, you say? Here, fuse box, fuse box, fuse box. Does anybody see a fuse box? That a fuse box? No. Wrenches are missing and screwdrivers are gone. Lear occultar. Okay. I mean, good to know, but what I need to know is where the fuse box is. It is out of petrol, eh? Nice. I don't know when the full release of this game is. I'm just writing up a quick preview of it. And again, I just love that it's a tribute to old-timey survival horror. Alright, here we go. Basement's got to be where the fuse box... Oh, there's the fuse box literally right there. That's still not the fuse... How is that not the fuse box? Hey, Maddie, I hope you had a great dinner out. I feel like this is going to go badly for this guy.
Operation Dinner Out. Are you one of the best spy speaks ever?
Spy what?
Spy speaks. You don't remember what Operation Dinner Out was from? Little movie with Robert Redford and Brad.
Oh yes, yeah, no,
Yeah.
You're thinking about the movie Spy Game.
He names
I remember.
Operation
Yeah, no,
Operation Dinner Out, so he can pretend he's talking to his wife on the phone.
Yep.
It's kind of beautiful.
Okay, if you found the snow, congratulations. You want to step close to solving the puzzle. Prepare for you, keeps you entertained while I'm away. Don the safe and change the combination since you aspire to becoming a detective when you grow up. This is a great chance to put your detecting skills to the test. New combination follows the number of our street address. Don't know that. Solid's age is 7, the decade and the year. Canvas 1653. So 53. So it needs street address 753. Okay. Nothing on the back? So, street address 753. But where's the safe? Oh, this is the safe. No, I know that, but... Was it 53 or 56? That sounds delicious, Maddie. It's seriously the last possible number. Okay, I was obviously wrong about the 53. Documents. Oh, now I gotta go upstairs and check that thing again. Nice. More junk. Why does it keep automatically closing? It keeps automatically closing text windows as soon as it opens. It's very frustrating. Wait, what is that? Why can't I not access it? Yes! Ah, the cannibal house. Such a horrific level. Hey, detective. Hope you're having a good afternoon. Morning? I don't know what time it is there. Probably morning. These expensive vases. Developer, I'm going to make you the offer I always make. I will proofread your game's, all of your game text for the low, low price of $1 per page. Yeah, I know that. Luckily, I have replacement fuses. Alright, so, okay. How could I possibly know which is which? Alright, hold on. So 2550 and 30 amps. Alright, so... But how do I tell which is going where? Okay, so... Wait. Okay, hold on. I think we got this. So. Alright, so here's the logic. So... the one that goes in the top is... Okay, so... Well, the one that has 3 going for it has to be the one that's the highest, right? Just logically speaking. The one that has only 1 going to it has to be the low... Oh, no. None of them only have 1 going to it. Damn it. Alright, so 30 could be... Well, oh, whoa, I figured it out. So look at this. The one with 3 going to it can't be anything but 50, because there's no 3 that can make 30. So in order to be 50, it would have to be the 25, the 15, and the 10. Correct? We can all follow that logic? Alright. So the blue only goes in there, so that has to be the 25. Now I need the 15 and the 10. So 15 here. Woohoo! What do you mean there's something wrong with the fuses? I just solved that. 25. So if that's 20, no. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Sorry. So I need 25, 15, and 10, which is blue, red, and green. So the 10 has to go into all of them. So the 10 has to be green. And green and yellow is 30. Green and red is 15. Alright, my bad. How is my math so bad here? Oh, wait, that fuse solution was correct? It's just still not working? Was that a hand? Did y'all just see a hand coming from that door? I'm so confused right now. I'm gonna admit, Maddie, that does sound awesome. I like that I can turn the light on and off. I'm guessing I have to turn it off to hide from time to time. Alright, so let's go find the combination to the lock. I still don't know why we need this doll, but let's go look for the combination to the lock, shall we? Alright, what's the home address? Wait, where's the house address? Should it not be written somewhere? I feel like it should be written on the front door, shouldn't it? Or the mailbox or something? No? Well, that's frustrating. Don't know why it's this hard to see a door address. Yeah, no, Fight Club's great. I don't like it as much as I like Zodiac, but it's a great movie. Dude loves taking his time going up and down those steps, doesn't he? I mean, no judgment, but... Dude. Speed it up a little, huh? Apparently I just got a message. 34! Oh my god, it was 1634. Now, I don't know how I got 53 out of 34, but I'm very embarrassed. It's called paying attention, Hogru. Look into it. 1634. Alright, so where was the basement? The basement is just past here, in this entranceway that goes, sorry, this ante-room. That means a room that leads into other rooms. Or antechamber, as they're called by people who know correct architectural terms. But the point is, it goes down into the, has the door that goes down into the cellar, and the answer to the house is 734. I see your point. I just find Zodiac to be more endlessly rewatchable than Fight Club. Like, Fight Club, I understand, you watch it the first time, it's very flashy, but,
What's more watchable than Fight Club?
endlessly rewatchable?
What is?
Zodiac.
Oh, yes. I mean, you can go back and rewatch Fight Club for the, like, subtle hints you may have watched the first time through.
That's true.
Which I did, since I was minoring in film at the time when it came out. Yes, I'm old. Incidentally, the friend I was just talking to, and I both saw the movie around the same time, and both knew what the ending of the movie was, like we figured it out watching it, for two very different reasons.
Nice.
Yes.
How on earth do I...
So
So confused.
we went back to see the movie a second time together on a double billing at our second month.
He's
theater,
age 7.
to look for what each one of us missed the first time.
Nice.
And it was playing with something really weird and awesome.
very good.
It wasn't the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but it was something of that ilk that we were like, oh yeah, we have to go see that.
Okay, look at this here.
Okay.
Decorative canvas right next to the staircase was painted. The number of our street address, Saul's age, the decade and year of the canvas hanging upstairs right next to the staircase is painted. It was painted in 1634, so the last two numbers have to be 34. Saul's age is 7, and the first number can only be 1 digit. So I tried all 10 digits. They only have to try 9 because the house can't be numbered 0, and it didn't work. It's weird, right? Yeah, it's an incredibly well-produced movie, and like well-directed Fight Club. I just don't think it's, you know, on the level of...
Oh god,
yeah.
favorite 90s movie? That's hard.
That's not good. Ooh. Scream.
Scream's okay.
Maybe Scream 2. Although I'm the only person who likes Scream 2 more than Scream.
I kinda like it.
It's an amazing movie. It's the movie that gave us Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah.
Timothy Oliphant.
Any movie that gave us Timothy Oliphant?
The reason we have Timothy Oliphant now is because of the movie Scream 2. So, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
90s? Oh yeah, the Matrix
99.
was 90s.
Yeah.
That's really hard.
I agree.
I rewatched the movie Clerks a lot in the 90s, but it doesn't hold up as well.
Oh,
today.
wait. Alright, I'm an idiot. He said the painting right next to the stairs. So I assume because this was on the ground next to the stairs, it's the one that had been taken off the wall, but it's square, and the blank spot is... See?
Ah.
So I gotta go to the basement or the attic to find it.
I do love The Matrix, so that was the end of the 90s.
Well, 99, yeah. Same as Fight Club. I think Fight Club is 99. So I went through all that trouble just to fix the fuses, and then nothing happened. Now I feel kind of dumb.
I have an insane love of the movie Clueless that I don't think is healthy.
Yeah, that's
Big
accurate.
Lebowski. Easy.
Oh yeah,
Done.
okay. Big Lebowski.
Best
that's,
movie of the 90s.
That's an amazing movie.
Yeah.
Golden
Forgot
Bonfire.
that was the 90s, but yes. Ooh, Terminator 2 was also 90s. No, Big Lebowski. It's
Terminator
Big
2 is
Lebowski.
perfect, though.
Yeah, it is, but Big Lebowski is also perfect.
That's true. Dishcloth. Oh,
Groundhog
weird!
Day is the 90s.
Oh, this is the most messed up thing I've ever seen.
What's that?
It's a dishcloth, but they're displaying it by holding it over a ball that isn't there,
Oh,
which
weird.
means you're allowed to endlessly roll it over and over again.
Weird.
Oh, that's so weird.
Groundhog Day, also a great 90s movie. Just an amazing movie.
I'm not gonna lie, the physics on this dishcloth might be the single best thing I've seen in a video game.
It's pretty awesome. Shawshank Redemption is one of the most perfect movies ever
Ever made,
produced,
yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely on the list.
Could it gradually roll over?
I also have a strange fondness for Empire Records.
Oh, it's fun, but come on.
It's not a great movie, but it's fun. And a certain friend of ours watched it constantly for
Obsessively.
obvious reasons.
Terminator 2 is amazing. It's a perfect film. I've seen that in theaters more than any other film.
Really?
Yeah, I've never seen a film in theaters more than I've seen Terminator 2.
I've
So I saw
seen it in
6
theaters
times in
once.
theaters.
I saw that a few times, but not 6 times.
It's just an incredible ride. When it came out, there had never been anything like it. Well, dude, clean it up.
Boys in the Hood.
Boys and Men's a really great movie.
It's a good movie.
I liked Interstellar. There's a giant plot thing in it that bothers me, and I'm like, the ending that says that the real power of physics, the real thing that make you understand how physics works is love, seemed like a bit of a stretch to me. But I did enjoy that movie.
Yeah. Oh god, Showgirls. Fresh
best movie.
Showgirls was it's the worst.
She hasn't seen The Babadook.
Which one's that?
That Australian horror movie.
Dead Man.
Oh, Dead Man's such a fun movie.
It's so bad and good.
Well, it's captivating.
Oh no! Favorite '90s movie.
No.
Pump up the volume.
You're wrong.
Pump up the volume.
You're absolutely wrong.
That's the movie I've seen the most in theaters.
You did not see that many times in theaters, did you?
I think I saw it like 4 times.
Wow, that's sad. Garage Remote Control! What?
I can quote parts of that movie.
That's really upsetting.
Yeah.
That is not a good movie.
It is not a good movie at all.
He talks someone into suicide and then plays a Leonard Cohen album.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he doesn't talk someone into suicide, but
No.
he is like the worst therapist in the world.
Yeah.
Because it's like, man, maybe killing yourself is better than living in this fallen and compromised world, man. And again,
Yeah.
I know that's not exactly his message,
No.
but that is the subtext of everything he says
But
as
it's
a
a learning
bootleg
moment
DJ.
because he instantly learns that he made a mistake.
Yeah, he has too much power
Not
and
that
blah, blah,
the
blah, blah,
idiot has
blah.
too
I
much
know.
Power. It is. You weren't living in a small town.
I know.
Where they literally did the same thing in school to kids. They had
Boom.
kids they went after to get out of the expelled from the school, and kids that could literally get away with murder.
Oh, yeah. No, you needed. I get it.
Yeah.
But still.
You didn't
I have to glue that.
friends with essentially a pirate radio station.
Will do, Detective Assassin. She just doesn't watch horror movies much, so there you go. The odds of her being in the mood to watch it aren't great.
I like good horror movies. Oh my god, Hackers.
No.
No, it's such a bad movie.
Well, that wasn't
No,
great.
no. This might possibly be the worst movie of the 90s, which is
Yeah.
saying something since Ace Ventura was the 90s.
Ugh.
Never Been Kissed.
It's a pretty bad movie.
A creepy, creepy movie.
It did give us Michael Vartan, though.
Yes, it did, but
Our beloved Michael Vartan. A Letter for the Hushers. Written
although
on
10
August.
Things I Hate About You, yes, great 90s movie.
That is a
although
great
it's barely
90s.
a 90s movie, it's 99.
Currently traveling, must confess to keep up with our everyday demands of my own.
Singles.
Oh. I want to say that I'm taking Stone Shoot time off. Oh, okay.
My Own Private Idaho. It's a good movie.
I didn't say it wasn't.
Although any list about 90s movies that tells you to watch American Beauty is crap,
Yeah, don't take that list seriously.
and don't take that list seriously. If by today's standards they still think you should watch American Beauty, they are wrong.
Yeah. Yay! God, I'm so glad we had to find one key and can open like 50% of the doors we
Is it on
found.
Canadian Netflix? Maybe I'll watch it at some point when I have time.
What is that?
I mean, I'm a
I
fanatic
cannot turn on the
about comic
floodlight
books,
if I do not plug it in first. Okay.
and I only watched Aquaman today.
Better turn the floodlight. Oh, I need a wire to plug in the battle. Okay. So yeah, I think this game, fertilizer here for the plants was never used. Gotcha. I gotta say, I mean, I'm loving the creepy atmosphere of this. I love the house they're in. I love the lighting and shadow effects. Damn right. Very happy with this overall. Grill tongs. That's how I can disconnect the electricity downstairs. But yeah, this thing is very cool. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up here. For now, I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Happy anniversary. Aww.
Yes, it was very much a 90s movie.
If you had a good time, yes, I've been the Hidden Object Guru, and this has been Song of Horror, a creepy, slow-paced exploratory horror game in the vein of Alone in the Dark, White Knight, what do you call it? Fatal Frame, Project Zero, but without the combat. Like, creepy, slow-paced, exactly my kind of jive. I hope to take another look at this when the game is actually out and not just a demo as we're currently playing. But until then, I'm going to say that If you'd like to hear more from me, there's buttons coming up to help you with that. Questions, suggestions, go in the comment section below the video. Be sure to drop a comment about what your favorite 90s movie was. I'll see you back here for more new and upcoming games, but until then, I'm going to say au revoir.